is me, Cyber Warrior, and this is Cyber Warrior Studios. Now, it is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I'm loving it, putting out a lot of content, helping you guys out, and I'm going to continue to do so. So, a buddy of mine that I've connected with recently shared a cyber awareness tip about surveys, and I completely forgot about it. So I did. I already thanked him for giving me the idea. But essentially, I know a lot of you see it on Facebook almost every day. Somebody has up this new survey, whether it was they clicked an application and it took them to a website and they filled the survey out, and you get told, I don't know, what house of Game of Thrones are you, or are you Jon Snow or Daenerys Targaryen, or who knows, what Harry Potter house do you belong in, or what does your sign say about you? All these things, right? There's a ton of them. And then you see other ones. Hey, I want to do this. It's COVID, and I'm stuck in a house, so let's have some fun and answer all these personal questions. Bad idea. Because, let's face it, not everybody's using 2FA or MFA, and if they are, they're not using it right or not using it on everything. Plus, some sites don't even let you use multi-factor authentication. So, they ask you personal questions about, hey, answer what street you grew up on, blah, blah, blah. So, let me take you through this real quick, because it's all about data. All right, everybody knows how important data is. So, as we see on my screen here, there's a bunch of questions. What is your name? How old are you? What's your sexual orientation? What gender? Are you dating anyone? Do you have a crush? And this site I'm on right now has a bunch of different surveys you can have. But let's be honest. When we answer questions, all right, whether we're redoing or we have to reset our password and things like that, these surveys are what music questions, all right? What else? This is send me a letter. Video game surveys, food surveys. All this stuff is meant to acquire data on you. Now, though us and our friends may do it as fun, and it's okay, who'd you marry, what's her name, what year did you get married, where'd you get married at, all these other things. Do you have a pet? What's your pet's name? Is it your favorite pet? Do you really like dogs? Do you prefer wolves? Do you like cats and lions and tigers and bears? Oh my. Look, all these things are meant just to be able to get more data on you. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Google, they all acquire data on us on a daily basis, and we give it to them freely and openly. All right, we already know these things. But now, I want you to really take a look at all these surveys that you do, whether your friends post them or it's attached to a website and it's supposed to tell you something about yourself, whatever. You're actually actively giving somebody else your data. You're giving somebody else the answers to your password questions, to your reset your password questions. You're giving someone answers or possibilities of what your password might be. Because maybe you don't randomize your password. Maybe it isn't just a bunch of random characters and numbers and special characters. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's, I don't know, I'm a huge Steelers fan. So maybe it's Steelers with dollar signs, number 3s, and Lord knows what else in there. But guess what? If I did a survey and I put on there my favorite football teams, the Pittsburgh Steelers, you better believe in a dictionary that's going to be one of the phrases they use. Guaranteed. All these things. And so that is why when we do this stuff, when we tell people not to do surveys, of be careful what they post online, of social engineering and phishing and all this other stuff that's meant to acquire data. That's why surveys are so important. Because when you do these surveys and you post them publicly, even if you only post them to your friends, guess what? Sometimes that information still gets out. Sometimes you've allowed somebody to become a friend of yours that you don't even know, because maybe somebody stole their picture and their name and a bunch of other information and connected to other friends, and now they're on your friends list. But the reality of it is, it's not who you think it is. Catfishing is one of them. So be wary of this. Be wary of surveys. If you're going to do it, definitely don't do the ones that are online that tell you something special about you. That's a huge mistake because you've done two things. Because you shared it to Facebook, which means you've connected it to Facebook, so it already has access to your Facebook. And on top of that, you answered a bunch of personal questions to figure out, are you a Targaryen, or are you a Snow, or, are you a Lannister? Are you a Gryffindor? Are you a Slytherin? You've answered these questions now. So now some other person has your information. And they've asked questions that seem unimportant, but it's to get to know you more, to find out this information about you. So be wary of it. Be wary of surveys. Honestly, be wary of all this stuff. All right. Be very cognizant of the things you do in life, of the things you do online. Be cognizant of who you give information to, because if you give your information to the wrong person, they're going to use it against you to access your information, to access things that you don't want them to access. So, with that, don't do surveys online. God, let's be smarter. And National Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2020. I'm Cyber Warrior. Go ahead, stop by the shop, pick up some new gear. I put some Halloween stuff in there. I can't guarantee it'll be there for Halloween. It's drop shipped, so I can't make it go any faster since I'm not the one making it. But hey, you'd have it for next year. I also got some women's clothes in there. Got some men's clothes in there. Some kids' clothes. Go check it out. You'll like it. I promise. And if you don't, somebody else will. So let them know. But enjoy your Friday. It is October 16th. Tomorrow's the 17th, and I've got Security Happy Hour, live ladies' night. Be sure to check that out, too. And I'll catch you all next time. Have a good one.